Hello everyone, so today on this video, what am I doing? I will be discussing how I got my BTS tickets. And if it sounds like I'm a little quiet, it is because my voice is going away, but I wanted to get this video up ASAP for you guys because I know tickets are on sale, going on sale, scalpers, techniques, things to do. So basically, I gotcha. I'll just give you a general overview. I've been to plenty of K-pop concerts, not bragging in any way. I'm just saying this so that I'm building up my credibility, you know. Gotta show you guys who I am before I get to BTS. Other than BTS, I have been to a BAP concert, Infinite concert, K-Con multiple times. Where else have I been? A G-Dragon concert, a Big Bang concert. And then moving on to BTS, I have seen BTS now 6 times, I want to say. So I've seen them at the Red Bullet tour, I've seen them at their Wings tour, and then I saw them, or I'm going to see them, not saw them, at their Love Yourself tour because I got tickets for the first day on September 5th, so if you're going to be there, let your girl know. I'm filming this on Monday, May 7th, which means Oakland tickets and Canada tickets and more Chicago tickets, I think, go on sale later today. And I'm actually trying for Oakland because I want to go with Sarah, who you guys may have seen in my BTS and Seoul video. But we'll see if we get those tickets. I'm hoping to God, we'll see. I would say I'm pretty experienced when it comes to the ticketing process. This happened also with One Direction in the past. I won't get into that because obviously. So, starting. It all started in 2015. It all started in 2015 when I saw BTS at the Red Bullet tour, and how I got those tickets were, I'll just take you guys through how I got tickets. So basically how I got those first Red Bullet tickets were I bought it off of resellers because I did not get any through the actual sales. And I'm saying this because it is possible, everyone, keep in mind that if you do not get tickets through the normal sales, I know it sucks. I know it's the worst feeling. I've been there. Everyone's been there. It's fine. You're fine. Because resellers are and can be negotiable, if you know what I mean. Me and my sister, when we were trying for Red Bullet ticket tours, I think it was tickets. I think it was on Ticketmaster at the time. I could be totally wrong. But while we were going for tickets, I got 2 P1 tickets, which is exactly what me and my sister wanted. But when it came to the checkout, I checked out and then it just said error and I lost the tickets. And it happens, guys. It happens. That was the most devastating day of my life. But we got through it. I kept trying. We didn't get any. I cried. It's fine. Everything's fine. My sister and I were willing to pay for resale because we knew we had to be there. So, and at the time it was at the Nokia Theater, so it was a pretty small venue. So tickets were gonna be expensive. But luckily, it was when BANGTAN wasn't as popular as they are now. Now they're just like a godly popular that like, how in the world are we gonna see them? We checked all the resale websites at the time. So we checked like StubHub, we checked Vivid Seats, we checked SeatGeek, we checked a bunch of different things. I even checked Twitter and Tumblr. I made sure that if people were selling them there or not, and no one was. So in the end, we bought our resale tickets. We did not get P1 tickets. We got like, let's just say it was P1 to P5, which I'm not sure if it was at the time. But like instead of getting P5, we got like P4-ish tickets. But we did have to pay more than the normal price, which is how it is when you buy with resale. But we were prepared to do that because we were prepared to buy P1. So it wasn't, we just used what we were gonna buy for P1 for normal tickets, which sucks, but I had to see Kim Tae-hyun. And then when it came to the Wings tour, I was actually, as you guys may or may not know, I was studying abroad at the time that BTS came to LA, or Anaheim. So I was not able to go to the Wings tour in LA, but I did go to the Wings tour in Seoul, which I think is what most of you may be here for or so, because I know if you are studying abroad at Yonsei or in Korea in general in the fall, then chances are you will be in Korea when they have their Love Yourself tour in Korea, or concert in Korea. Because I believe it's on the August 25th and 26th. And for Youngjae, I know at least they need to be there like late August. And I know they're gonna be there, I think like around the 21st or so, which is when, obviously before the Seoul concert, and it's like perfect timing. I don't know if BTS was this on purpose for us international students here, but they're doing good. That means you guys are missing the LA concert here, which sucks, but I went through it too. You'll survive. You're gonna go to the Seoul concert. It's gonna happen. My ticketing techniques on that. First, disclaimer, I am a part of the fan club. I am a part of the Army official fan club. So I was trying for tickets for the Seoul for pre-sale and everything. However, I did not get any tickets, which sucks. And also, by the way, you would buy that on Inner Park if you're American like me, or not even American, if you're just not Korean like me. You'll go on the Inner Park global website, which I will also link here, or put here and then link down below. But the global website is where it's at. I've had friends who thought that they couldn't get Korea tickets because the website was completely in Korean, but that's because they were on the Korean Inner Park, not the global one. Just a tip. The global one is where you can buy all your tickets for Korean K-pop concerts when you're in Korea, or musicals or anything, because it's in English, so you can go through the process of buying like through English without having to Google translate all of the Korean. So basically you will just like look up like, oh, BTS, and then you'll click search, and you'll look through the BTS stuff and you'll find the Love Yourself concert. So you'll click that, and then it'll tell you, like when you scroll down, it'll tell you all the details about the concert in English because you are on the global website. You'll click that, and then if it's before tickets go on sale, it won't say anything. But if it's when tickets go on sale, it'll say something else. Let me look it up. So when you click it, on the right at the very top where the header is, it will say like, this item is not for sale. That must mean it's either sold out or it's just not on sale yet or something like that. But when it is on sale, it will say. When you look up, it does say like available dates. And in this case, since BTS is having 2 concerts in Korea, it'll say like August 25th, August 26th. So basically you click the drop down and you click what date you want to go to, and then you click what time you want to go to as well under. But time isn't a thing, it's just like the one time that the concert starts. And then it'll tell you available seats, but I usually just ignore that because if you're trying to get tickets, you know, you'll just go for it. So available seats, and then you click buy ticket. A different window will pop up, and then from there you click the date you want to go, the time you want to go, and then on the right it'll say like available seats, and it'll tell you what seats are available, whether you want floor or what like seated seats are available. The Korea setup is somewhat different from the American ones because of this whole ticketing system. Oh my gosh, it's loud. It is different because you are choosing your seat. It's not random, you choose your seat. So basically it'll tell you what seats are available, it'll tell you how many are available. So you'll just click, you'll just go down, and on the right it'll have all the stuff that you've inputted so far. And it'll be in won, but when they charge your card or something, they'll charge it in your currency. So don't worry about that, it's not a problem. If I'm leaning forward, it's because I am doing what I'm going to show you here. Basically is what it is. So then, I'll try not to get too close so I don't blind you guys with my beauty. So then you click next, and then that's when it shows you the whole like seating chart, and it'll show you in color the seats that are available, and if they are not colored, that means they're not available, that means they're taken. And it will tell you on the right still also the available seat, and it'll tell you the price range as well. Just keep in mind, if it's US dollars, generally you'll just take off the last 3 zeros of the won. So if it's 140,000 won, it'll be around $140. That's very inaccurate, but it's around there. Just keep that in mind. Like a general tip, it's very helpful when you're in a rush and you don't want to have to like transfer all the money in your head or like translate it. So then you'll click the seat you want. I'll just click a random one in this case, and then you'll put seat selection complete. And keep in mind, if you want more than one seat, you do have to click multiple seats next to each other or separate from each other or anything like that. And then it'll say general face price like on the next page, just so it makes sure that you know what price you're paying. So you'll click OK. As this is happening all the time on the right, that one little column is always updating with the information that you're selecting. So then you click next, you wait, and then it'll say delivery method, which is usually pick up at venue, especially if you don't live in Korea. You can't really have it mailed to you abroad, I think, or if you do, then it's like What if it doesn't come on time? You know, you don't want to deal with the problem, the stress. Then it'll have a confirmation where you put in like your payer information, your name, birth, email, phone number, cell phone, things like that. And then on the next page, you put in your payment, your payment stuff. You can use foreign cards. It's not a problem. Like I said, they will translate the money into your currency. So that's basically how you maneuver Interpark, and then you click confirm, and that is the end. I am doing it all calmly now, but keep in mind when tickets go on sale, it is very competitive. I didn't get tickets, and I'm a part of the fan club where you get pre-sale. So that just kind of shows how like competitive it is. And I did not get tickets when they actually went on sale. So that brings you to, oh, Crystal, then how did you go to the Wing Store in Seoul? That brings me to my next resale option of if you aren't going to use SeatGeek, StubHub, Vivid Seats, all of those resale sites that I'll list down below as well as here. I don't recommend them because they can get expensive, but if you wait until last minute or generally close to the concert, they will get cheaper. Just a tip, don't buy them now because then you'll buy them for ridiculous amounts. That brings me to my third resale option of Twitter. My favorite place to be. At this time, I was obviously on Stan Twitter, which if you do not follow me, follow me. And this time I knew I was going to study abroad in Korea. I knew I needed to go to this concert because I wasn't going to be in LA, and I knew I couldn't buy a flight to LA because I was too poor to just fly back for a concert. What I had to end up doing was looking desperately on like Tumblr and Twitter, and I looked every day, guys, every day until I could find tickets. And I would always type in on the search bar BTS Wings in Seoul ticket, and then I'd just scroll through all of the like people that have been tweeting, and I would try to find someone, preferably in English, because obviously I did not want to have to deal with a language barrier and have some miscommunication. And I just had to keep searching every day because there were people, but then they would have been sold already, or there were people and they just didn't reply, or things like that, or you didn't know if they were fake or not, kind of thing. I literally searched for like the month before I left for Korea, and then finally like a week before I left for Korea or so, maybe not even a week, maybe less than a week, I was on Twitter once again, and I was looking on Twitter, and then I saw someone that was selling one ticket. They had 2 tickets, but they were selling 1 ticket. And they basically said to message them, so I messaged them. And if I have pictures of the DMs, I'll put them here because just to show you guys, like, this is real stuff. This is what happened. And I DM'd her and I was like, hey, I saw you were selling a ticket. I really want a ticket. I'm going to be in Korea, like blah, 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 things like that. And she was like, okay, I have this ticket and this ticket. Which ticket would you want? And she had a farther ticket that she was selling for less and a closer ticket that she was selling for more. I think the farther ticket was like around $200 and the closer ticket was around $500. So I looked at the seating chart and I looked at everything, and then I was like, you know what? Go big or go home, Crystal, am I right? So I told her, I was like, okay, if you're fine with selling the more expensive ticket to me, the closer ticket to me, then I will take that one. But if you want to keep that one for yourself and you want to sell me the farther one, that's fine with me too. So I emailed her that, and then she said, okay. And then she didn't reply for a while, and I got really scared. And then finally she replied, and she was like, okay. And then she sent me a picture of the ticket. And she's like, okay, the ticket is yours, because she sent it to me to show that it was real. If you've seen BTS concert tickets in Korea or in Seoul, their tickets are beautiful. Like, I'll put a picture here if you haven't seen it, but they're literally beautiful. When I saw it, I knew that it was real because I'd seen people posting it on Twitter also. Or even more than knowing, I just wanted to have the benefit of the doubt and like really believe that it was real. So she was like, okay, you're gonna meet me when you land, the day you land in Korea, that evening. Meet me here, like an area in Myeongdong. I think it was the hotel she was staying at. She told me, she was like, meet me here at this time. And I was like, okay, thanks. And then I told her, I was like, make sure to please hold the ticket. And then a couple of days later, I left for Korea. 18 hours later, 24 hours later, whatever, I landed. And then I got a DM on Twitter, and she was like, please let me know if you still want the ticket. If you don't reply, I'm gonna give it to someone else. And I was like, so I messaged her and I was like, oh, I told you I was on the plane, like, please tell me you didn't give it to someone else, blah, blah, blah. Like, if that happened, I literally probably would have died. Like, I can't even imagine thinking that I'm gonna go see BTS and not. So I was like messaging her frantically while Sarah was like picking me up at the airport, which is also why I was very stressed when I first met her, because I was like, oh my god. She replied, she was like, oh yeah, sorry, I sent those before I remembered that you told me you were on the plane. Like, don't worry, I still have it, we're still meeting at this time, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Long story short, after that, not really long story short, I'm telling the whole story. After that, I met her at the hotel. I gave her the money. I gave her cash because that's what we agreed on. And then she gave me the ticket. And I looked at it and she was like, it's 100% real. Like, don't worry. Like, I'm going to go to the concert too. Like, maybe we can meet up at the concert tomorrow. And I was like, girl, okay. Like, basically what happened on that part. I got the ticket. I cried. Paid about $500 for resale tickets for the Soul. And I know that's a ridiculous amount, but it's the amount I was comfortable paying. I had really good seats. I had like the row behind the seated seats on the floor. So it was very good seats. I had the time of my life. The people next to me were super nice. Everyone was super nice to me in my area because I obviously am not Korean. They would translate for me in English and like little English they knew, and I thought that was the sweetest thing ever. It was, the best night of my life. You guys know, I made that vlog. I was crying. I put in a little bit of my Snapchat. But for you guys, I would highly recommend trying to navigate that Inner Park site. It is hard. The traffic can get high when there's a lot of international and Korean fans going on Inner Park. But it's worth a shot. Korean tickets are usually way cheaper too and way more reasonable if you buy them, if you can get your hands on them when they go on sale. Adding to the resale options, check Twitter as well, because Twitter people you can actually negotiate with, because not saying that resellers on like StubHub aren't real people, but it's way easier to communicate with like a Twitter user that at least make sure is real. Like generally you can tell if a Twitter user is real. Just be very careful. And lastly, on Saturday the 5th, BTS Love Yourself World Tour tickets went on sale. And I'll tell you guys about how I got those tickets now. I have a squad. I have a friend group. We're called the Crackheads. Their names are Taylor, Twee, and Chris. And we knew that we wanted to go to this tour together. And my sister is also a huge BTS fan, so I knew she needed to be involved too. I told them, I was like, if I'm going, she's going, like, we're a package. So we went in knowing that we needed to get 5 tickets. 5 P1 tickets, because you wanted P1. And if you guys have ever tried for tickets or even know BTS, you know getting 5 tickets, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, or P6 is like nearly impossible, because 5 is a big number for concerts. Like I feel like even 2 is a big number, but 2 is like the max you should go if anything, maybe 3. So what we did, tips, make sure you're somewhere with really fast Wi-Fi. Make sure you have as many devices as possible. Make sure you're ready to be patient. You're ready to not stress out automatically. And I'll tell you why. And just make sure to, have positive attitude. So on that first one, make sure you go somewhere with good Wi-Fi. Me and my friends went to Starbucks. We went to a Starbucks that was not very busy at the time. I'm not sure if you go to a busy one, I'm not sure if it'll affect the Wi-Fi or so. But we went to one where there weren't a lot of people. We set up camp in the corner of that Starbucks. We brought 2 tables together. We sat there. And moving on to the second piece where I said have as many devices as you can. We had 10, 11, or 12. One of those numbers. Devices. We had like 4 laptops, 5 phones, and like 3 tablets or iPads or something. We were ready. Like we had everything set up. People would always walk by us at the Starbucks and be like, what are you guys doing? Or like, school on a Saturday, and we were like, no, we're trying to get BTS tickets. And they were like, oh, good luck. Like, that Starbucks is sending us good vibes. Yeah, tickets went on sale at 10 a.m. We got at that Starbucks at about 8 a.m. I picked them up at like 7 a.m. We were very extra. We got there super early. Just sat there, prepared ourselves. And when tickets were about to go on sale for AXS, there is a waiting room. So we had to go in the waiting room 30 minutes prior. So at 9:30, all of our devices went into the waiting room. And we just sat there and talked and waited for it to start. Oh, and Chris was also on the phone. She was calling AXS. Another tip is that to start calling early, because it does get busy. We never even got through on the line. Spoiler alert. But we didn't need it. We wanted P1 for either the first day or the last day. And at the time, the last day was the 8th, but now they've added that 9th date. And, so we didn't know at the time though. So we were trying primarily for the 8th. We all had a tab open for the 8th, as well as trying for different days with the 5th and the 6th. I knew that getting the 8th would be very hard because everyone would want to go on the last day. So I made sure to focus on the first day because I knew that first day would also be just as good. And if we got P1 the first day, you know, they'll be like, oh, first day in Los Angeles. And I'll be like, so that's what we did. We had all those tabs open. We got in all the waiting rooms. Incognito mode on Google Chrome is your best friend. Like, make sure you have incognito mode open. And make sure you have your card information ready. Make sure you have your billing addresses, which can be different from your shipping addresses. Yeah, just make sure you are ready to like roll. Make sure you have all of your login accounts. We had to make a login for Staples Center, for AXS, for Powerhouse. Like, we made a lot of logins. Right before tickets went on sale, like every 5 minutes, us four would like pray. We prayed in Russian, we prayed in Romanian, we prayed in Japanese, we prayed in like a quick little Korean prayer, we prayed in English, and we did the fan chant like right before the tickets went on sale. We looked like a cult. 10 o'clock came around and we all were like, it says you are now waiting your turn in line, wait till you're redirected. And let me tell you, that was the biggest stress of our life. We went absolutely quiet. Like, the people in Starbucks could tell that we went quiet. The first round that we got tickets were, I got tickets for P2 on the second day. P2 on the second day. And I was gonna buy them because I was like, okay, we're trying to go all the days. Let's just get any we can get on the second day for sure, like any ticket. And when I got 5 P2s, I was like, oh, heck yeah, like, let's go. And I was putting in the information and everything, and then when I put in all my information, it said, like, error, and I lost the tickets. Like, I completely lost the tickets. And that was the first devastating blow that I actually thought I was gonna die. I was so upset, and because that happened, like, 10 minutes after tickets went on sale. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, am I gonna have that chance again? The next round comes, and Twee gets P5 tickets for the last day, the 8th, the last day. And we released them because we were being very optimistic, greedy, stupid, whatever you want to call it. I don't remember if we got any other set of tickets after that, but we just were sitting there very somber. 10 minutes passed, 20 minutes passed, 30 minutes passed. And then it was around the time we were giving up, like legit giving up. Taylor and Chris, it was their first time getting tickets, so they were very like stressed and like saying stuff like losing hope, like we're not gonna get tickets. And as veterans, me and Twee were like, shut up. Like, that is the worst thing to say when getting tickets, because you never want to lose hope. Even if you are losing hope, never voice it, because then it's like over. Another tip I did not mention. Another tip is when you're buying tickets, no matter what tickets you want, unless you want to be that brazy, no matter what tickets you want, put best available. Do not choose the tier you want, because that slows you down. Like, it slows you down. And best available will give you the best available, assuming, you know. Just make sure you click the quantity you want, because if you just click best available search, then you're only looking for one ticket. So for us, we had to really make sure, because we had 5 of us. So we were like, okay, make sure to put 5, best available, go. That's also why we were getting like P5 tickets, P2 tickets, because we weren't putting P1, we were putting best available. So we were all losing hope around this time. And then comes like 12:50. All of our devices are still on. All of us are still trying. Chris is still on the line. That's like busy as hell. And then finally, like, I keep trying, and I'm on the first day, and I put 5 tickets, best available, and I search, and I'm like, it's routine at this point where it says no tickets are found. So I was just like, I'm not gonna find anything. I'm just gonna search again, blah, blah, blah. And then the screen pops up, please review the tickets. And I was like, what do you mean review the tickets? And then I looked, and I was like, oh, okay, they gave me 5 tickets. But at first I thought it was 4 because it was listed as like 1, 1, 1, 2. And that was very confusing because I was like, why? I looked at what area it said, and it said GA floor. And I was like, what do you mean GA floor? And then I looked at the price, and it said $250. And I was like, what do you mean $250? This is at 10:50. So 50 minutes after tickets went on sale. And I told them, I was like, guys, I got tickets. And they were like, what do you mean you got tickets? And I was like, look. And they looked. And at this point, like, there's a timer going on at AXS or Staples Center. So I had like 4 minutes. We didn't yell, but we were all like, oh my God. Like, all of us were shaking. So it told me to log in because I was obviously like, yeah, we wanted 5 P1 tickets for day one or the last day. I couldn't even, like, I was shaking so much, I completely forgot my login. So Taylor had to log in and she was shaking too. And then card information, we just like threw one out. We put in one of our card information because one of us bought them, and then we all like Venmoed that person, because make sure you pay for your ticket, people. It is expensive. Yeah, we were putting in our information and everything, and then I pressed like submit, and it said error, but not like an error. It just said, oh, like some of the information wasn't correct, please fix it. And it was because I put in like the card security code wrong or whatever, and I was like, before I realized that, I was freaking out. I was like, we got that figured out, and then we pressed. And at this point, we were trying not to get excited because of the fact that I lost the P2 tickets. So we were trying not to get excited. I pressed submit, and we were all holding hands. Like, we looked like a cult at freaking Starbucks. It went through, and then this page popped up, which I'll put here. I still have it open on my laptop. I refuse to close it because this happened on my laptop, because it is my pride and joy. It says, thanks for your purchase. And then you look, and Twee looks, and she got charged. And then like, we just looked at everything, and it said we got the tickets. And at that moment, we screamed so loud in Starbucks. And like, we looked at each other and just started crying. And I was like, oh my God, we are gonna see BTS in September. And the people in Starbucks come by and they're like, oh, we're assuming like you guys got your tickets. And we're like, yeah, we did. They're like, good job. Like, I knew you would get them. And I was like, so the moral of that story is to not give up when you're buying tickets, because even though it may seem like there's no chance that you may get tickets way later on, no, there's a chance. People are still releasing those tickets. Staples Center and Eggs are still, their servers are still processing all the requests, but like they aren't even giving away all the tickets yet, kind of thing. So many scalpers bought it that they're like canceling scalper tickets and like we're gonna resell them on AXS or something. I just wanted to share my experience with you guys because that's what happened to me, and I think it'll hopefully help you guys when buying tickets for any concert in general. It's just not to give up, to keep trying. Key things I would say: make sure you have a lot of devices if you can. It helps a lot. At least it helps ease your mind because you have a lot of devices. Have your logins ready. Do not sign up for an account when you're buying tickets, because in our case, in AXS and Staples Center, I was trying to create an account because like I completely forgot I had one. So I tried to create one and it said could not create account, like could not. And I was like, oh my God. But then when we logged in, when I remembered my login, like it let me log in. So just have an account ready. Have your card information and address ready. When buying tickets, select best available. Do not click a tier unless you want to. If you want to, go ahead by all means. But do not click one, I would say personally. Pray in multiple languages if possible. Go to somewhere with really fast Wi-Fi. Very fast Wi-Fi is key. If I did it at home, I probably would not have gotten those tickets because my Wi-Fi here. So generally, even though, like I said earlier, I've seen BTS more than only 3 times. However, in concert, I've only seen them twice, and now 3 times, like concert. I've only seen them Red Bullet once, Wings Tour once, and then now I'm gonna see them at the Love Yourself concert. I don't know how many times yet. Right now I only have 1 confirmed ticket. Hopefully more. I'm planning, hopefully, if I can save my money and not be so bad with saving money, that I will buy from resellers or something. But using the technique I said earlier of either checking Twitter or waiting till a little closer to the date when tickets get cheaper, because if you're trying to buy them now, they're going to be like $700 plus, which is, honey, not what you want. It's not what you want. I would like to say thank you to Jin for keeping me company this whole video. I should have left him like right here while I was talking, but I got Taehyung and Jungkook as well. However, I can't find my Taehyung fan. If any of you stole it, please return it, because I might actually die without it, because this is my freaking boy. Another tip is that I wore my V necklace while we were buying tickets for extra luck, because I needed it, and my Pumas, because I needed all the luck I could get, and I needed to feel as if something was gonna happen for me that day. I freaking love BTS. They are everything. Did you guys see freaking Singularity? But yes, on that note, I think that is everything I have to say about my concert ticket buying experience. I feel like no matter how good you are at getting tickets, it is all luck. It may seem rigged sometimes because some people always get tickets, or famous people always get tickets. Just richer people have it easier because they can buy resale faster. But all you can do is really hope for the best. That's why I think the most important thing is to go in with a positive mind, positive attitude. Just think you'll get tickets, hope for the best. If you don't get tickets, not the end of the world. Keep trying. It's not the end of the world until it's over. If you guys are going to the Wings tour, I'm stuck in the past. If you guys are going to the Love Yourself tour, comment down below. I really would love to just hear how you guys got your tickets or how excited you guys are. Comment your buys down below. We can cry together. I love all 7 of those boys. If you're a Taehyung stan like me, let's freaking go. That is the end of this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope these tips were somewhat help to you or just helped you know how I get my tickets. Nothing special, like I said, but just faith, trust, and pixie dust. You'll get your tickets. We're all gonna see BTS this year, next year, forever. We're all gonna see BTS before we die, and that's what matters. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh.